Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at an amp review of my Blackstar HT Stage 60. Now I've had this amp for 3 years now and I've used it for gigging all the time and it's never failed me once. It's a valve amp and it's 2x12 Celestion speakers. It's got more beer stains on it than I care to admit. We're going to jump straight in by looking at the clean setting. So looking at the clean channel, we've got a volume, we've got a voice button, which I'll talk about in a sec, and then for an EQ we've got a bass and a treble. I'm on the middle pickup at the moment, and here's how it sounds. And now the bridge pickup. And the neck pickup. So if you were to hit the voice button, I always have it pushed in, but if you were to press it out, then the clean channel becomes slightly more kind of muddied and a bit more distorted, and it sounds like this. I'm using the middle pickup again. Maybe there's a song that you need to get that kind of sound for, and you can even help that by maybe pushing up the bass, taking back the treble. Maybe you're playing like a Nirvana track, like something like this. When I play it, generally I have that clicked in because I like that kind of pristine, clean sound for the most things that I play. I usually have the bass pushed back a little bit and I have the treble pushed forward a bit, and that creates this kind of sound. So now we're going to look at the overdrive part of the amp. I really love the overdrive. It's really modern and it's great, it's versatile for a lot of genres. And yeah, let's take a look at it. So let's look at the overdrive for this amp. So we've got two overdrives. We've got overdrive 1, overdrive 2, and I should mention now that the amp comes with a 4-way foot switch. It's this thing here. So we've got clean overdrive 1, like I said, overdrive 2 and a reverb. We don't have to worry about that at the moment. And the overdrive 2 is great for doing lead guitar stuff. Alongside this we've got voice settings, and I'll get into those in a bit. And then for the equalisation we've got bass, middle, treble, and we've also got this ISF control. And the ISF control is quite a weird control. It's sort of like the difference between having American or British voicings, and that doesn't really mean much when I say that, but I'll try and explain that a bit more and play it and see what you think in a bit. It almost acts as like a contour setting. Okay, so we've got the gain set at kind of a 12 o'clock-ish. Let's put that in there, and we're going to be using the middle pickup, and here's how it sounds. And the bridge pickup. And the neck pickup. So if we were to boost the gain up a little bit, get to sort of the 2 o'clock, kind of 3 o'clock area, really crank it, maybe compensate that with the volume a little bit. And we'll go on the middle pickup again. And the bridge pickup. and neck pickup. And let's do the same thing, but let's crank the gain all the way up and see how it responds. That was the neck pickup, so now we'll go to the middle pickup. Bridge pickup. It's surprising. I was going to find that the amp, it doesn't saturate the notes as much as you would think it would when you put the gain all the way up. I mean, you can still kind of make them out quite nicely. But I always usually, for gigging preferences, I always have it kind of around, I don't know, 12 o'clock to sort of 1 or 2. Nothing too mad, just because I like to hear a nice bit of clarity in everything I do. So let's talk about the equalisation. So we've got bass, middle and treble, like I said. At the moment we've got the treble boosted and the bass boosted, while the middle's kind of been held back a bit. So this is how it sounds at the moment. And that's with the bridge pickup. So if we were to maybe dial back the bass a bit, take in the middle and dial back the treble. Dial the treble forward, keep the bass where it is. Maybe let's take the bass forwards, take the middle out almost completely, and maybe dial the treble back. Let's do the same with the bass. Let's take the treble forward even. It's amazing how much in the amp the bass kind of gives weight to everything in the overdrive EQ. Really does. So what else we've got is the ISF, and so like I said, we've got in the middle, which is kind of isn't really between any of them, but if we were to put it to the left, we'll get a kind of American voice in. Let's dial the other way. Too fussed about having it like too much one way or the other. I think having it in the middle is quite a nice idea. So that's that. Also we've got the voicings. So I always have it pushed in. If you take it out, it becomes a bit more of a muddy sound. And let's push in again. And out. adds a bit more attack and just a bit more bite. So final thoughts on the Blackstar Overdrive. I really like it. It saves you having to get an overdrive pedal. Honestly, I wouldn't replace it. And it obviously gives you the option between lead and rhythm as well, which really a lot of amps should do, but a lot of them don't. So I think that's a really great feature. So now we're going to look at the constant kind of controls, which is going to be reverb, presence, resonance, and the master volume. Things you need to know is that the reverb for the amp itself is actually really good. I really like it. I use it loads, more so than any reverb pedal. And you can dial it in, and that's kind of 12 o'clock all the way up. It's a quite outrageous bit of reverb. I always use it for. I used to play a song called Munich by the Editors in a band, and it used to be really good for that because it gave this really kind of chimey sound, and it kind of went like that. So just as I was saying, yeah, I'm a big fan of the reverb. It's crazy how much you can add in. It's great for a lot of songs. Sometimes I like to add in about kind of 2 o'clock, and if I'm playing like a Gorillaz track or yeah, the reverb's brilliant. It's kind of you can't really go wrong with it, really. So other things we've got is the resonance and presence. And resonance kind of affects how your amp responds to the low end. So if we were to boost that up and say maybe take the presence down, we should have quite a low endy kind of guitar. And then do the other way around, so we'll do the presence up and the resonance down, so now it should be quite a high endy guitar. I mean, those are great controls. It's kind of you kind of have it as you want it. I mean, I like having it as a sort of a less on the bass and more on the treble, just by a smidge. But again, you've got the freedom to create your own thing. And then finally, we've got the master volume. I always have the master volume when I gig. I never put it past about a quarter. That always seems to work. And then you can do the rest on the actual controls for the individual channels. Okay guys, this has been my review of my Blackstar HT Stage 60. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.